Welcome back to Daytime Live. Today, we're chatting something that's really interesting about what's going on TikTok. All right, so dancehall artist Delamar, former member of RDX, released a new single, Taps and Roses, critiquing the trend of quote-unquote social media begging. The song exposes how some influencers exploit platforms like TikTok for money.
So since its release, Taps and Roses has gained popularity on major radio stations. However, its candid critique of social media persons has raised questions about what constitutes begging. At what point does content creation or running an online business become a public nuisance or begging? Well, that question directly, no, it can't be a public nuisance if you have to
go on
follow
there
and go there to
and
see
go listen.
It. Yeah. You have the choice to leave. So I don't see how it can ever be a public nuisance.
Yeah. And I don't see how it can be begging. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. My old school, you know. My old school, man. So
yeah, I think we're the wrong two to have this conversation.
Yeah, because to me. I think, well, especially for artists, I think it drop your prestige to be asking, you know, it look like a little charity case thing to me when I see people do it. And I haven't seen that many, to be honest. I don't really watch that many live streams, whether it be on IG or TikTok, which is really what we're talking about, because that's where you can send the I don't even know what you call them, but like the lion and the all kind of thing for get money. I don't know if it's stickers or I don't know what you call them. So it's not my thing. People make a decent amount of money from it. So I mean, you can't really knock them still, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I do think it is a feature of TikTok that TikTok wants you to. Because I've been on TikTok when it prompts me like, "Do you want to give Craig some money?" You know what I mean? It prompts me to do it, even though Craig not asked for no money. He just created something, and I find that when you're watching something, it pops up, then it will give you the option at the bottom whether you want to buy credit or buy whatever. And I think it's up to you as a person. Like, I don't give nobody no money on TikTok, but I'm not the kind of person to watch people chatting and stuff. Like, it's a nuisance to me. Yeah. But I don't think it's a nuisance because you scroll. Like, that type of thing don't really come up on my feed because the algorithm doesn't really push that to me because I'm not interested in that unless it's something about, you know, learning about finance or learning about health or mental health or whatever, something that's specific. I might go to the platform to listen to that person talk, that professional person, have that professional conversation.
But I mean,
I have no interest in listening to John Doe down the road that talk about foolishness.
But also what everybody needs to understand though, you know, is that all of these things that create convenience are businesses, you know.
Yeah.
They're all businesses. So in order for you to be entertained, the person have to make a living.
Are you not entertained?
Yes. So you know, basically what it is that everybody's pitching in to pay this content creator to continue doing what they're doing. So I can't knock it, but it like I don't want to be watching something that every minute somebody's asking me. It's just as annoying as the ads that come up on certain apps. Like I use a remote control app for my TV. Every time it come up, every time I click something, like an ad come up on it, and it's extremely annoying.
Extremely annoying. Like when you watch a video on a certain platform and then every 3 minutes an ad come up.
But I understand, say, if it wasn't for that ad, then the platform wouldn't exist. And I wouldn't have the convenience of doing whatever I'm doing currently. So I'm lenient with it, but it's annoying.
So I agree. I love that we're on the same page for this because I do feel like big up to content creators because I do enjoy the content that I enjoy. And for me, viewing your content and interacting with your content is my way of showing appreciation. Because you know that when you comment, that draws attention. The more views you get, the more Instagram or whatever says whatever.
In other words.
No, so I rate that. I'm grateful for that. So to answer the question, because you know it's chat, so we're asking the question. I don't think it's a nuisance. I don't think it's begging. I think we have the autonomy to scroll.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why. If it was something that you had to look on.
Right. I agree.
And you had to stay there and you're like, then that would be a nuisance. But I don't think that's the case.
I agree. I don't know if you create a living out of that thing. So
that's why I don't.
And at this point, they are proper contributing members of the society in whatever way it is that them are grow financially. Yeah.
And the thing about it is, Craig, if you are the kind of person like Nishi and Jones that's on TikTok or Instagram all the time and you're always on it and you're not finding a way to make it really
work for you,
that's on you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So big up to those who have the time, the desire, the energy, and the creativity. Some things from TikTok really make you laugh, you know?
Yeah, man.
That's
the whole
some things are really entertaining. So big up to those people. And if you don't like it, scroll. And if you don't like it, babe, it's an app.
Yeah,
you don't need it on your phone. You don't need to be on your phone. Do you get what I'm saying?
True, man.
So I'm not mad at it. I'm more mad at like a YouTube when I'm trying to like watch something
and if you agree with what we're saying, you can send us a lie on our what am you?
Yeah, maybe we should do that.
Yeah.
Is it begging or is it a nuisance? We should do that.
Yeah, man.
Maybe that's where we're going wrong.
Send some sticker. Send some of them.
But I really, really, really want to take this moment to say, if you are the kind of person that's spending a lot of time on TikTok and all these social media platforms, make sure you did it to learn something. Make sure you walk away with some kind of knowledge, or money. So those who are on there talking and getting money, cool, you're on there, you're making your fortune. Or you're watching videos that's teaching you something, like I'm really into fitness, I'm a personal trainer and whatever. So I'm always learning like little tidbits of information. I research, so I use it as a tool for me and mine. And if you're on there and you just watch and I scroll and I laugh and I glance for pea soup 4 hours later, then perhaps...
Leave them alone, man.
Leave it alone. Maybe it's not for you.
No, man. Leave them alone.
Oh, sorry.
Leave them alone. If you're doing it for recreation, do it for recreation, yeah.
4 hours later?
Suppose them need 4 hour recreation.
No. You need to do yoga, go outside, take a walk, look at the sun, kumbaya. On that note... Daytime, I'll be right back, and we have a music video from the legend that is Jimmy Cliff. Soon come.
Work it, music.